Hi guys, Dale Bateman here. On this episode of Build Your Success Online, we're going to look at internet marketing ideas for you to choose a home business. Stay tuned. Let me tell you a little story today. This is about a guy who gets up every morning bright and early, say 6:30 a.m., does a little workout in his home gym, has a quick bite to eat, gets dressed, has a shower, everything like that, and gets ready. He gets in the car and he drives 45 minutes to go to a job for 8 hours. Then he gets back in the car, comes back home, another 45 minutes in the car, and he's so beat, he just needs to have a rest and go to bed. Now, does this sound familiar to any of you? I'm sure it does. Well, the guy in that story, that's me. And what I'm doing right now, guys, is I am working towards creating an internet business for myself, an online home-based business that I can turn into a long-term successful business for myself, my family, so I don't have to do that kind of stuff anymore. More specifically, the getting up too early and the commuting 45 minutes each way every day. Not only is it a real disappointment in terms of how much gas I'm using and how much money that's costing me, but it's also, I've been at the same job for close to 16 years, and I just can't get excited about it anymore. And I'm sure a lot of you are in that same boat too. It's just so difficult to justify spending that much time working so hard, and what do we get from it? We get the amount of money in pay that the company we work for feels we are worth, and we get told when we can take vacations, when we can take our lunch break, and so on and so on. Okay? It more or less runs your life, and I pity the people who spend 30 and 40 years at the same business and then retire, and they've got next to nothing because the savings that they've been able to put together are just a meager pittance because they've had to deal with all these extra expenses to get them to and from their job, and it just doesn't pay enough. So that's why so many people today are looking to a home-based business, and more specifically internet marketing, to get them over that hurdle, get them working for themselves, and getting them the freedom and allowing them to do the things that they truly want to do in their life. So today I've got a few tips for you on some good internet marketing home-based business ideas that if you're just on the fence and you're thinking, should I do it, should I not? These things may help you, push you to make that decision to take it a step further and explore these a little further. Okay? So let's take a look at these ideas, and maybe it'll spark something in you and you'll see just how easy it is to get started online. Okay? Let's take a look. Alright then, guys. So, internet marketing ideas, choosing a home-based business. Let's take a look at some ideas. Now, with so many options and the world as your oyster, it can be difficult choosing a home business and deciding which is right for you. The key to choosing a home business that works is choosing something you love. That's really important, guys. You don't want to spend day in and day out doing something that you're not passionate about and that you don't love doing. Let's face it, I just mentioned about the job that I go to every day and how I'm trying to get out of it, and I just couldn't see myself doing the same sort of thing as in a home-based business. I want to do something fun, something that I enjoy, and something that brings me the satisfaction of knowing I've got my own business that I can fall back on. Alright, so let's explore this a little further. So guys, what we're talking about here is a work-at-home internet marketing business. Let's face it, if you work at home and operate an online home-based business, the number one goal has to be website promotion. If you don't have a good internet marketing plan in place, you will fail. let's talk about ways to get traffic to your website and get the kind of sales you deserve. Now, over the years, I've tried just about every home business and work-at-home idea that I could find on the internet. I've spent thousands of dollars on scams and schemes. I've spent countless hours, days, weeks, months, and years trying these programs. Why, you ask? Well, I'm sure you've heard the term trial and error. I've always considered these tasks not as a loss, but as priceless experience. I've been able to weed out the losers and find the winners. There are several ways to promote your website or online home business that can easily fit into most any budget. Let's take a look at some methods that I've found to be extremely effective, and you may be surprised at some of them. Let's take a look. Traffic exchanges. Now, guys, I'm going to be brutally honest, some of these are totally useless. But if you do your homework, you can find the sites that will have an option to upgrade to some type of pro membership, which generally comes with lots of bonus credits each month and many different ways that you can get massive traffic to your website or online home business. Now, I have tried traffic exchanges in the past, and they do bring in a bit of traffic, but it does take some work on your part. It is an exchange, so you have to do some surfing yourself in order to gain some credits for other people to be able to see your stuff. So just keep that in mind if you're looking at traffic exchanges. Next up, we have articles for content. One of the best ways to get links to go to your site, which will increase your search engine ranking, by the way, is to write articles. Whatever your home business is, create the articles utilizing keywords that relate to your website. You can submit these articles to article directories, and other webmasters will gradually place them on blogs, put them in e-zines and newsletters. They will also be used for content on websites. Now, articles are a pretty good idea. You really have to stay consistent with it, though. Try to get as many articles out there as you can and be consistent with your writing. And remember, this has to be totally unique and new, fresh content. There's no PLR allowed here. You have to do your own stuff, otherwise they'll call you on it and they won't publish your articles. Next up, blogging. This is one of my favorites. Once you have your articles written, you should create your own blog. Blogs are a very key method to promoting your business online. People are always looking for information, and blogs have become some of the most popular websites on the internet. Guys, I've always said a blog is really the central nervous system of your online business. Okay? This is where you identify your brand and you get the word out about what it is you're doing. Okay? You can share so much through your blog. It's really, the sky is actually the limit. Okay? So if you're doing any sort of internet marketing of any sort, I would always recommend that you have a blog. Let's take a look at the next one. Newspaper classified ads. Yes, that's right, newspaper ads. This is a great way to get traffic to your website, believe it or not. It is a very economical method of advertising. When you do this, make sure to be consistent and run your ads for several weeks. That's the key there, guys. Run them for long periods of time so that people have an opportunity to continually see them time after time after time. Okay? Now, this could be in a daily paper, it could be in a weekly, or even a monthly paper. Try it out, see what you get from it, and it certainly does apply more so to certain types of niches than others. Okay? So be careful and just make sure you're spending your dollars wisely. Next up, PPC Advertising. That stands for pay per click. Now, this is a very good way to get traffic to your website. It is necessary, especially when your website is new. It will get traffic to your site while you work on climbing up the search engine natural rankings. Guys, pay-per-click advertising is when you go to somebody like Google and you offer to put ads on your website. Every time somebody clicks on one of those ads, you get a small chunk of money from Google. Okay? So it's not a lot, but it is a start, and it gets you in the good books with Google, and being in that position is, believe me, a very good place to be. So I got one more to show you, and that's search engine optimization, sometimes shortened to SEO. Now make sure you find a reputable company to help you with this. Ask them to email you with at least 12 websites that they have optimized and are ranking on the first page of Google and Yahoo. Don't use them if they cannot provide this information. Remember, the proof is in the pudding. So guys, this isn't necessarily something you're going to do yourself, but it's something you need to do to optimize your site, optimize your blog, so that the search engines can see it more easily. Okay? Now you can do this somewhat naturally through writing blog posts and making sure your content is relevant. There's been a lot of new developments over the last year or so where Google is a lot more, it recognizes a lot more natural content that's written on blogs, and getting some social networking in there and in the mix as well is a good idea too. But try to look into some search engine optimization yourself and see if you can get it set up on your blog. If you do need help, check out Fiverr.com and get somebody to help you. Usually they can do it for $5. They'll take a look at your site and they'll make some recommendations for you. Okay? So guys, what's the bottom line today? If you've been considering starting a home business, you may have heard many different opinions on how to run it. Some will tell you to run it like you would if you were working away from home. Others may tell you to make your own hours and be flexible. What is the best way to work from home? Multitasking is an important quality when you are entering the home business environment. If you're not good at organizing your time and resources and able to do more than one thing at a time, you may want to reconsider this avenue of financial employment or join together with a partner who's a good multitasker. And finally, guys, choosing a home business can be one of the most exciting opportunities that an individual can pursue. The rewards of operating a successful business are far more than financial, and the emotional rewards are priceless. The thought of being your own boss, setting the rules, and showing up at work in your bathrobe and slippers has a certain appeal that no other career could even come close to offering. So guys, that's my take on internet marketing ideas, choosing a home business. Remember, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them at my blog. You can get there by going to byso.biz, and you can also email me at dale@buildyoursuccessonline.com. So guys, let's finish up the video so you guys can start putting these things into practice right away and set up your own home-based business. So there you go, guys. Lots of great ideas for you to get started with internet marketing and a home-based business all on your own. Okay, so I hope you found some value here, that some of these ideas have sparked something in your mind and you're able to see yourself doing one of these businesses in the future, and hopefully it's sooner rather than later. So if you found value here and you're watching this on YouTube, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. You'll get all my updates, my fresh videos that I try to put out every single day with more great tips and tricks to help you build your success online. If you're watching this on my blog, that's great. I would really encourage you to sign up right now for my free bootcamp training course, 10 steps to starting your own internet home business. Right there, free of charge. I'll walk you through everything that I've done and am still doing to create my business online. All right? So guys, with that being said, again, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, my name is Dale Bateman, and I'm wishing you a fantastic day. Bye for now.